Why is she full of makeup? Why does she walk by him and look back trying to look sexy? I mean, I feel bad just for looking at this. They are too young to be acting like adults. Coach Greg, and today's video, I have to be a parent. I don't have any of my kids, but sometimes I see something that's so bad that I have to speak out about it. Case in point, we have Andy and Ricky. He's 13 years of age. He's barely a teenager. He's sponsored by Gymshark. Of course he's sponsored by Gymshark. All I want to do is inspire you. I'm sure that he wants to inspire other people, but I don't think that sexualizing your body as well as another young girl, these are just teenagers, is the proper way to do it. He thumbs up, she's stretching, she's wearing tight clothing. He's 13 years of age. He's pointing, how tall are you? Why is she asking how tall he is? He's trying to get her number. He's hitting on this girl. He's 13 years old. He shouldn't even be dating yet. And so apparently he's not tall enough. And so in the next scene, he's crying in the shower, fully dressed, with a whey protein shake. Protein will be by your side no matter what. How did that inspire me as a 13-year-old? Remember, I was lifting weights since I was 10. If I watched this video, I would have thought, you know what? Screw the girls. I'm too short. I'm only 5'6". What chance do I have? And so rather than having any self-esteem, I'm just going to go to the gym. Screw the world. I'm short. Who cares? How does this motivate you? Why is she full of makeup? Why does she walk by him and look back trying to look sexy? I mean, I feel bad just for looking at this, and I'm sure that you do feel the same. They are too young to be acting like adults. This is what people in their 20s and 30s and so on are doing. And even that is embarrassing. Why are we over-sexualizing preteens? This is embarrassing. But anything for views. This is not my idea of what 13-year-olds should be posting on the internet. And so where are the parents? Parents to this child. I want you to look up Eric English. I want you to see, are there any similarities between these kids? Look at Eric now, 2 years from now. What do you think is going to happen? He's sponsored by Gymshark. What do you think most Gymshark-sponsored athletes eventually do? He's 13. Hopefully he's still natural. And so if I was his parents, I'd be saying, look, well, make sure one thing you know is we're going to randomly be doing blood work very often. I don't want you to succumb to the pressures of trying to think you have to have an amazing-looking physique, which is every Gymshark athlete. You know that a time is going to come where he's going to be more tempted than last time. And how is he going to say no? But do we really need to sexualize our videos when we're 13? Like, why is she wearing this tight clothing? Why is she dressed like this? She's dressed like a person in her 20s. I mean, I know I'm old. I know I'm 50. But I do not think that if you're a parent, you should let your 13-year-olds do this in the gym. Stripping their shirts off or wearing this tight, tiny-looking clothing at 13? And she's already giving him the look and the look back and showing off the glutes? Really? At 13? I mean, Joey Swole needs to make a video about this. It's the sexualization of kids that I'm not a fan of. These are kids. 13 years old is not an adult. This kid isn't 18, is 13 years of age. And so you don't think that there's certain people out there who perhaps like younger individuals in perhaps a way that they shouldn't, that are going to be looking at these videos. Remember, think of that. And so he's in the gym, his shirt's off, he's flexing. She comes in and she checks him out. He's 13, and she's checking him out again. Another girl's checking him out. The two girls are checking him out. He's standing right in front of the door. Shouldn't be posing right there. This is front of the entrance. People can't get by. And so he just stands there all day, pumped up, flexing, hoping some girls will walk in the room so that he can show off his body. At 13? Can I work in with you? Well, hopefully it's going to finally be something wholesome. Sure. Okay, great. I don't know why she's wearing all this tight clothing. Why is she looking at him like that? Why is she recording him? Why are you filming this? Oh, you're trying to make it look like you're filming him, but you're filming a Cali ad. Oh, fantastic. And why does she look at him in that way? I know it's not just me. Like, if you freeze frame this, why is she looking at him like this? And so he's stuck. She walks away. He needs a spotter. And then they zoom in on her backside. She's a kid. Why are they doing this? And he passes out. He's flexing his body, and she's all like this with makeup on as a 13-year-old, whatever, looking at this kid. Like, why are we doing this? He's hitting some C-bum poses, hand on hip, bicep pose, flexing the abs. She takes out her phone, sneaks a photo of him in secret. She laughs. Sneaks a photo in the gym, okay? What does that tell you? She then uploads the photo of a 13-year-old. He's 13. You're uploading a photo of a 13-year-old to the internet. And it says, rate my physique, and it says 8.2. Scan complete. Why are we rating 13-year-old kids' physiques on social media? Why are we doing that? Sneaking photos and rating his physique. He's 13 years old. You really think he should be worried about his physique that much more? He's already got enough pressure. He already thinks he has to look like a Gymshark model, flexing and so on. I am not a fan. Clicks it. Potential 9.3 overall, 7. Why are we looking up his potential at 13? And so I don't understand. She's looking at him. She's checking him out. Like, is she a paid actor? Why is she in this video? I mean, is this his girlfriend? Is this his sister pretending to be a fan? Like, what exactly is going on? So we're promoting, and he's 13. So that means he's probably got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old fans. And so all these preteen fans now are thinking, you know what? I better check out my physique. How good is it? How do you think that 12-year-old's going to feel when they scan that physique, which is made for adults, and being compared to adults, and they get a 2 or a 1? How do you think that kid's going to feel? I'm not good enough. And even if they pass and get a 6, 6 isn't enough. Get your physique. Go get it. Go after it. And so what then happens? They develop an ED? Really, this is horrendous. Now, I get it. You want to make money. You want your kids to do well. But understand that there's more to life than making money. And if at 13 years of age, their kids get their self-esteem and self-worth from the way that they look, it is not going to end well. Rate my freaking physique. Kids flexing. Lat spread, wide shoulders. Okay, good. Blows out the air. Practicing his classic physique poses. And she's standing there doing her bikini wellness posing. So they're both posing, practicing in the gym. I think they're a little bit young to be competing. Frankly, I don't think that teens at this age should be competing. I have coached people as young as 17 to do bikini competitions and so on. And it was very concerning for me because, listen, I used to be a school teacher. I taught young people. And when you compete, you're being judged solely on your appearance. It's hard enough when you're old, when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s. There's pressure to use and abuse performance-enhancing drugs. I know other girls and guys who've used and abused steroids at 17. And why? Because they got into competing. First competition, 100% natural. No problem. But then they didn't win, or perhaps they did win, and they wanted to keep winning. And so, of course, they then use steroids. Voices changing. They're 18. Girls, guys, 17 years of age. They don't want to make slow and steady gains. They want to make gains now. They want to be the youngest pros ever. This is normal for teenagers. And so if you're a parent and your kids want to compete, I'm telling you, it's a very slippery slope. These kids are not ready to be judged solely on their appearance. It's a very, very difficult sport. I entered my first competition at 18. Very difficult. Now, I won the competition. I had strong self-esteem and so on. But when you then add in that extra body fat, you gain the weight back and people start saying, hey, what happened to your abs? It can be very difficult on your brain. You start looking in the mirror, you don't like the reflection, and then you can start dieting. You can develop an ED. It's very difficult for many teenagers. And so my opinion is, hey, go to the gym, train, get stronger, feel good about yourself, do all the things, stay natural. And later on, when you're older, if you still love it, then compete. There's no reason to rush it. 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it's cool. I'm the youngest competitor ever. Blah, blah, blah. I think it's better to wait. Why is he walking by a girl sticking her bum out in the pink pants here? Why are you making a video about him having a hard time looking at her with her pant tights on? Like, why is he recording this? Oh, he rushes to record it? Delete. When I was this kid's age, 13, Girls didn't dress like this ever. There was no one that dressed like this in the gym. You would never see anyone dressing like this. The only time you would see what a girl looked like would be in the summer. In phys ed class, people weren't wearing Lululemon. It hadn't been invented yet. There was no Gymshark. There was no Young. There was none of this stuff. People covered themselves up. And so we didn't see these things. Like, there wasn't social media. There wasn't half-naked people on every single swipe left and swipe down. And so this wasn't normalized. And so when I see this now, it ages me. I'm 50. And I'm imagining as a 13-year-old having to navigate through seeing all of these photos, these videos, people showing their asses to the world and so on. And it makes me sad that they have to deal with this at such a young age. It becomes a toxic environment in social media. Girls, young girls, 13 years old, like this girl and this guy, they see the way that people advertise and they know that sex sells. And so what do you think they do? They copy it. They see their heroes doing this and doing that. And so they do the same thing. Now, maybe it's togy in terms of males, people thinking it's cool to promote steroids and gambling. But in females, girls wear those leggings, the tight leggings. You can see what they eat for breakfast. They show their derrieres more often than not. And so when you're young, you see that, you think that's cool, and so you copy it. Then they're 13 years old, they do it, and then even younger people see it, and even younger people copy it. Pretty soon there's going to be 8-year-old sponsored Gymshark athletes who are sexualizing their bodies. This needs to stop. He's flexing. She's flexing. She's turning to the side. It's just even the fact that they're flexing, the fact that she's turning around to show off her body. Like, how does she know to flex like that? How does she know to look at the camera that way? Why is this going? Why are you checking it? They only see what they see. And so they see other girls and they copy it because they're seeing things that they should not. I mean, even the fact that she's wearing this much makeup at such a young age, it's too much. Trying to look older. She's perhaps trying to look 18. She's not. They're not ready for all of this. Your brain isn't even finished developing until you're 25. I probably already said this so many times. I just think these kids are too young to get involved into what they're getting involved in. They're not ready for this. You need to be careful. The parents have to be more careful than last time. And when every second video that you post on Instagram is you topless and flexing for the camera with another girl who's wearing a lot of makeup and very tight clothing and sexualizing their bodies, it is not going to end well. Acting natural be like, they're already showing the attraction to the girls, like guys, girls, like, can't the kid just have a good time? Can't he just go to the gym and work out? Why is it all about attracting a girl? In almost every single video I'm seeing, it's him and this girl interacting in a way that you think that they're trying to attract each other. They're taking their shirts off and so on. It's too much. You're so hot. Showed her the secret. I'm guessing he's going to take a photo of Callie from the food that he's eating. And so she's wearing some tights. Like, okay, you're so hot. She's 13 years old. He's gone to the elevator. He's going for a walk. Why is he showing? What was the plan for this? Like, and then, of course, it's a Callie ad. Like, why did that become a video? He's so hot, at 13 because he had hard-boiled eggs and French fries for 352 calories. He then gives her a piggyback down the stairs. Don't fall. And this is my security. I don't get it. This is my security. Okay, she goes to his room, gets a monster? He's 13 years old, and so the security was to have a Monster energy drink. So this was an ad for Callie and a Monster put together. You're so hot, she's playing with her hair. The kid's 13 years old. Why are we watching this? So he's curling the dumbbells. You are so perfect. I really don't like guys who are too muscular. Meanwhile, he's the most jacked 12-year-old you've ever seen. The joke is, I don't like really muscular guys. He's the most jacked 12-year-old you've ever seen. And so if you're his age and you watch that, you're thinking, okay, so he's skinny. So how do you think I feel? Like, I don't even think I was this size when I was 12 or 13 years of age. This kid is bigger than me. And I eventually became an IFBB pro. Bro has better genetics than me, but they're basically putting him down, making him look like he doesn't have a lot of muscle. He's already showing girls his body, he's flexing, he's little posing. He rips his shirt off and starts flexing at like 12. And so I'm telling you, when you're making $100,000 or more, probably more than that, being sponsored by Cali-I and other supplement and website sponsors and so on, do you not think there's a lot of pressure to look the part, to have a six-pack, to be shredded? And so how long do you think before he goes to the dark side? Hopefully he isn't already. And so there's my rant. I am worried about this kid. I'm worried about the people who are following this kid, about the teenagers that see the pressure to look a certain way, and to have people being sexualized in this fashion at a very early age. You might be thinking, oh, it's just fun. It's all fun and games. Yeah, it's fun and games until it's your kid. And so please be careful. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you liked it, watch one of those to bloops, supplements, all the stuff. Just go and get, I don't care. And until next time, I am out.